Alright guys, so today I have a ZF-6 replay to show you. This is the new tier 9 Dockyard ship. It's a destroyer. And well, the game I got here to show you is a 9v9, so it's not really the best showcase of it. I don't think it's too bad, especially since it's still tier 9 matchmaking and I'm still doing basically the same thing you would be doing in a tier 9 game. But this is what I've got. I've played this ship around 20 times, I would say, on different servers. So I've played this ship a bunch, and I think I'm ready to tell you guys what I think on the ship. But anyway, so what is it, well, it's a tier 9 German destroyer. Unlike Z-46, it doesn't have a hydro. I'm not really sure about the German gimmick being hydro anymore on these destroyers, because Z-46 was like the only one with a hydro, and then Z-44 doesn't have a hydro, which is the premium one. Then you have the Schultz, which also doesn't have a hydro. And this one also doesn't have a hydro. So, German gimmick being hydro is questionable at this point. But anyway. Well, basically, you lose the hydro compared to the Z-46. But you get a reload booster, which is interesting. And you get a DFAA. Why do you get a reload booster? I don't know. It's pretty cool, though. Honestly, I guess it's because it's originally a French destroyer design. Maybe that's why they felt like putting a reload booster on it. But it has a reload booster. The ship looks French because it originally was a French ship. But I believe the Germans seized it or whatever, and they put German guns on it. So here you go. You have German guns on this thing. Not as high alpha as Z-46, but you get the reload booster. So there you go. You get some extra DPM. Overall, it's a pretty good ship. I like this one for sure. This is the full gun build I have. I've tried the concealment build too. It's good in both ways. You can really pick what you want with the ship. It's very interesting. It doesn't actually have French saturation. It's a French hull, but it doesn't have French saturation, so keep that in mind. And what else does it have French? The torpedoes are literally Mogador torpedoes. They're the same, but they launch differently, of course, as in their launchers are different. I think Mogador has a 3 and 2 launcher on both sides. This one just has 2 4 launchers. So you get these really cool torps. The torps are actually really good on this because they're fast and they do a lot of damage. French torps. But anyway, that's about it really. You get the German smoke. You get a normal speed boost. You get HE that pens 32. And the AP is good too. So, I mean, that's about really it on this ship. It's a good Dockyard ship. Would I recommend this one? Definitely. It's 5,000 doubloons. It's probably one of the better Dockyard ships we've got in a while. I mean, all the others weren't like that bad. I mean, Heisen wasn't the best. Anchorage wasn't bad. Anchorage is literally a tier 9 ship at tier 8, basically. And then you have what else do we have? Puerto Rico. I mean, that I didn't really like it. I can see who might like it, but me personally, I didn't really like it. Then there's one more, I guess. Oh yeah, there's Odin. Wasn't bad either. It wasn't a bad ship. So there you go. I think I probably missed one. I don't think I missed one. I'm not sure. I think we've had 5. But yeah. Anyway, the ZF-6, I really love it. I mean, I love playing destroyers and randoms, as most of you know. So I actually enjoyed this one because it's a gunboat. And with really good concealment. If you take the full concealment build, you can get a 5.8 detection on this thing, which is actually still one of the best at tier 9. So, I think Z-46 has a 5.9 detection, so you have a 0.1 advantage over that. But yeah, so what am I doing here? Let's actually do a commentary with this one. Because last time in the Vampire video, I kind of just talked about it and daring. But this one, I mean, this one's a kind of unique ship, I guess, in design. So, nothing really to compare it to. But yeah, so this game, I'm just here, I'm just trying to DPM things down while staying in the cap. It's a Mahan. I'm not really worried about the Mahan either rushing me or doing anything to me because I have the booster at the end of the day, so he's not really gonna do that. So I'm just here in my smoke, just shooting. That's kind of what you're supposed to be doing in this ship, just shooting, and shooting, trying to deal as much damage as you can, whilst having good torpedoes if you want to use those. You have good concealment if you want to build for it. You have a lot of things you can do. It's a very cool ship, I think. You can really do a lot of things. Mahan actually starts opening up on us because we get spotted because we're out of the smoke. We get a fire. Keep shooting. We don't actually have a reload booster right now. I wish I did, because I probably would have killed him easily here. But we're just gonna take some damage, I guess, to try kill him, because I do want to kill him here. He's pretty low. He starts smoking up, which means he's gonna sit there. I do overlead a few times, but that's me, I guess. Dispersion there fucks us over, and I just keep blind firing till he dies, hoping for the best. But just trying to get these blind fires. We do hit him there, so we try find where we hit him, and we just try keep shooting that same spot. We end up killing him, and that means we can get C for free here. As you can see from the match, we've lost 4 ships, but we've killed 2. I'm the only destroyer left on my team, and they only have 1 destroyer. The matchmaking wasn't even this game. That's something to keep in mind. Of course, normally it's going to be a 12v12. You might get carrier games. Tier 9, of course, we know is a tier where you don't actually end up getting as many carrier games just because of the matchmaking. I'm not sure why or what causes that. But there you go, you don't actually get as much carriers, so it's pretty good. It's pretty fun to not play against carriers every game. We get the FDG kill. I'm just looking here. I wanted the Helena to go full forward, so I torp in that area, and maybe the Littorio will eat a torpedo. But he just sits there, so I'm not able to launch, so I just keep staring at him, I guess, whilst I cap. Our Iowa's in B alone, so we need to go help him anytime soon, because he's going to be in a 1v4, so he's probably going to end up dying. Helena gets smashed when the Littorio came around the corner. This is why I wanted them to kind of go forward too. I wanted the torp, so... But it is what it is. We might actually lose our Helena here, but I'm just trying to reload booster this guy's nose. I pen it everywhere, remember? Because of the play, you pen 32. We actually end up hitting a torpedo, which is really cool. And I start moving the other way, because I assume my Bismarck Cleveland can 2v1 the Buffalo. So I'm just gonna move away and try help my Iowa in that 1v4 he's having. And that's what I kind of do here. The ship isn't that fast. It goes around, I think, 36, 37 knots. I might be wrong, but it's not a French destroyer in terms of speed. It doesn't get a French speed boost. It's just a normal speed. So we're at 39 now, so somewhere around there, I guess. But anyway, I'm trying to rush to my Iowa, trying to help him. With the Leningrad, I believe I still outspot the Leningrad without concealment, expert, and anything else. It's fine. The biggest threat to me is that Buffalo. Sorry, it's that Baltimore, basically. Buffalo's on the other side, so the Baltimore is the biggest threat to me right now. So as long as my Iowa gets him, we should be in a good spot. Here's the Leon coming around. I'm hoping my Iowa could help me a bit on him for sure. He's trying to crossfire the Buffalo, which is also good. Leningrad gets spotted. I'm actually not gonna go down for the Leningrad just yet. I want to handle up here. We want to kill the Leon. I know the Leningrad's lower, but it will take less time to kill this Leon with an Iowa, I think. Or just do heavy damage to him for sure. So Iowa starts turning, and I just keep gunning the guy down. But Baltimore, as you saw from those shells, is behind that island, down at F4. And there's the Colorado. So now we know where everything is. Buffalo dies on the 10 line. Baltimore's really low here. He's 10k HP, which is pretty much a one-shot for an Iowa at this range. So I'm just gonna keep shooting the Leon. Got a fire. He shoots HE at me. I just start reversing. He hits me, sets a fire. He damage count, as you can see by the lights. And of course his fire ran out very early. But the lights kind of confirm that. So we just reload booster him here. Hope we get a permafire. Insta permafire right as his lights went down. That's pretty good. We want to do as much damage here as possible before the game ends. Well, before we need to try win the game first. But I'm fairly certain at this point that we're gonna win. We're in a good spot. We have an Iowa. I mean, Iowa's also risk of death here because there's 3 ships on him. I'm gonna try go for Leningrad here. I'm not sure actually. I think the Iowa ends up getting him. Might be wrong. But yeah, so I'm focusing on the Leningrad because the Leon goes behind an island. So there you go. The Iowa here, I mean, honestly, Leningrad can possibly kill him because unlike Minsk, Leningrad gets 8 km torpedoes, so he's in torp range. And also he has 2 battleships in front of him, so they can literally kill him with HE or whatever. I mean, they have to shoot HE or shoot the superstructure, so they're probably gonna end up shooting HE like the Leon, and Colorado doing 0 damage with AP. But Leningrad smokes up, which is actually not too bad because I can just walk at him now. Iowa does end up going down, unfortunately, sometime soon. Which means I'm here kind of alone because my Cleveland's not here yet and my Bismarck's not here yet. So I'm kind of alone against these 2 BBs, which is okay because I can stay dark and just torpedo at... So here I'm torpedoing at the Colorado. The plan was to torpedo the Colorado here. But as you'll end up seeing, I don't actually torp the Colorado. But something else happens, of course. Leningrad is still sitting in smoke, so I'm just gonna keep my going down. Cleveland does radar early. I'm not sure why the radar came out so early. I just pinged where he was. These torps, the Leon for some reason ended up coming out. I don't know why. I thought he beached, honestly. He ended up coming out, and well, I hit 2 torps and killed him. So we're on 3 torpedoes. These are really good torpedoes. They do extreme damage. Well, super high damage, and they're really fast, so they're really hard to dodge, especially for a tier 7 battleship. Here, I face spot the Leningrad. I believe I actually don't activate. No, I activate reload booster, and of course I end up killing him. He's so close. I do miss like a lot, but I actually end up killing him here. And then the Cleveland dies, which means it's me and a Bismarck versus the Colorado. Here I was thinking, okay, the game's over, we're gonna win, right? I mean, Bismarck, he can't really help me right now, but I mean, he'll come and he'll probably kill the Colorado for me. So, but yeah, I'm just getting as much AP. This AP is really good, you should totally use it on broadsides, for sure. And HE on angle targets is also really good. Remember, you don't have to run IFHE on these ships, the Pen 32. So, very wonderful. Anyway, so here I decided, fuck it, I'm just gonna go try torp him with my concealment. These are really quick torpedoes, and well, I mean, he's a really slow ship, so it's gonna be basically impossible for him to dodge. I mean, if he kept reversing, maybe. Actually, I'm not sure, honestly. I think he would have eaten them anyway. So here, I saw where his turrets are. I was getting excited. I'm like, I want to shoot this guy, whatever, get some damage. So I'm looking at his turrets, and I start shooting when my Bismarck comes around the corner, so he's kind of distracted. And, well, my torpedoes do end up actually reaching, because he couldn't turn out. So he just sat there and took 1 torp, and then he took the rest. So that's pretty good. This one was a close game, and I actually enjoyed playing it for sure. Alright, so for personal score, we ended up getting 170,000 damage. 6 kills in a 9v9, so that's pretty good. 11 defended, 2 caps, 8 fires, 6 torpedoes, 330 shell hits. Pretty good. This was my first game on live, so this is the game I got, so it's a very nice game to showcase for you guys. For team score, we ended up getting 2.5k, basically base XP. Second place got 1.7. We had a really good game. I mean, very good game. It's against tier 7s, so is it the best example to show you? I mean, tier 9 matchmaking is really good, and where you can possibly get these high tier matches and where you're the highest tier, but sometimes you're gonna fight tier 10. Again, against this tier 10, this ship does perfectly fine, so it's a good ship. So for detailed report, we ended up getting, of course, 170,000 damage. Mostly HE, 67,000 HE damage plus the 25k fire damage. Then we had 23k AP damage from 77 shells that hit. And basically 55k from the 6 torps, no flooding damage because they were damage count. But anyway, we got 46k on the Leon, 40k on the Colorado. And this is basically like a battleship farmer, another one. You can do well against cruisers because you pen them. And you can do well against destroyers because you have the reload booster. So this is a really good ship. Really good ship. Damage received, 15k. Honestly, good game for sure. I know it was a 9v9, but again. For credits and XP, we ended up getting 770,000 credits, 10k XP, 600 free XP, and 13,000 commander XP. I think this was without flags. This was just basically a daily win. And that's what I got. So again, it's a premium ship, so it gives you heavy credits. So it's again, I believe it's worth 5,000 doubloons. So for my commander, I'm running for 1 point preventative maintenance, 2 points I'm running last stand and priority target, tier 3s or 3 points, survivability expert, superintendent, adrenaline rush, and main battery and AA specialist. And for tier 4s, I'm running main battery and AA expert. So honestly, alternative builds, you can probably run concealment instead of maybe you throw away main battery AA specialist and remove priority target, and then you throw another 1 point plus concealment. You could also possibly remove the AFT or the increased gun range and run concealment with the same build, or you could remove priority target and run either the pyrotechnician, which I don't think I recommend because it's a 1%, which is a flag, or you run extra heavy AP shells, which is possibly a thing because 5% AP damage isn't too bad. But yeah, this is what I'm running right now. So for my modules, I'm running main armaments mod 1, I'm running engine boost mod 1, I'm running aiming system mod 1, I'm running prop mod 1, I'm running concealment system mod 1, and I'm running main battery mod 3, which is the reload mod. Now, alternate things you can possibly run, instead of aiming systems in slot 3, you can possibly run main battery modification 2 for increased star traverse, or you could run torpedo tubes mod 1, so your torps have a less chance of breaking. But then again, I really like having better dispersion, because sometimes my dispersion is really bad, so I'm running aiming systems mod 1. Another thing, I think that's about it really. I don't think you can switch anything else from this build. I mean, really and truly, if you don't have engine boost mod 1, you're on engine room protection, but that's really it for the modules. Alright guys, to end of the video, I just want to tell you for sure thank you for watching and for watching the streams and watching the videos. I'm gonna be posting another video later this week. Hopefully I'll try by tomorrow. It'll be a Schultz one. I still have to record the audio for it. So I just did this one, I'll record it, the Schultz one after this, and I'll probably post it tomorrow or Sunday. But then I have a Des Moines one, I also have a Des Moines one to show you, it's gonna be really good, and maybe a Fiji one. So I have some videos coming for sure. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this ZF-6 video. Do I recommend it? 100% for 5,000 doubloons and you grind it? Definitely, I recommend this ship. This is a good ship. Let me tell you, before you buy the 5,000 doubloon pack or whatever, check the missions if you think you're gonna do them or not. But again, remember guys, if you buy the 5,000 doubloons early, you get a discount, I believe. So it might be worth to do it early. Again, I love playing this ship. I love playing destroyers and randoms. This is like a German gunboat, so it's something I really enjoy, especially since I love the Z-46. I don't think it's as good as the Z-46. Well, they're different. They're different ships, but the Z-46 is a really good ship. I definitely recommend getting that one for free. So it's the Tech 3-1 Tier 9 old German destroyer. But this one is really interesting. I love the reload booster. You can have some crazy moments with it. But yeah, I would definitely buy this thing for 5,000 doubloons. That's about it though. I'll see you in the next video, guys. It'll probably be a Schultz video. But yeah, big fan, guys. And I'll see you later today for the stream as usual. Big fan.